Welcome to John Kirkhoff Park in Cambridge. It is week 5 of the ISPS Handa Premiership, and it is a game between WaiBop and the Northern Lights. Very good afternoon. It's not the greatest day in Cambridge. I know they were telling me here at Cambridge United that they've hosted a lot of National League games prior to, and this is the first time in their history that they have had a drop of rain floating around. The pitch still, though, in very good condition, and two sides coming into this one on contrasting psychological performances, I think, more so. Great to be with you. My name is Nigel Olden. Alongside me, a man who played for the All Whites, coached the All Whites as well, Ricky Herbert. And Ricky, when they come into this game, WaiBop, they've had a draw and 2 losses. If you look at the draw against Central, it's a game that probably they should have won. They created all of the football last week against Capital, but Capital took the opportunity that was afforded to them, whereas WaiBop squandered them a little bit. How is it as a coach for Nico Girard as he tries to get his team up and fizzing, to have been so close, create all these opportunities, but not get it in the back of the net? What's the key to transferring opportunities into goals? Good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Nigel, and thanks for being here again. But yeah, look, I think the message is very clear coming out of the WaiBop camp that it's just taking those chances in the final third of the pitch. I think, as you've touched on, I think they've been very fluent moving forward. They've been good working through the different thirds of the pitch, and I think that execution in that final third is going to be crucial again today against a side that is very, very good, got a whole raft of talented players. And I think the WaiBop side are very much emerging, but I'm sure Nico would like to see just that conversion rate probably shoot up quite a lot, certainly today against a very good side. Yeah,
well, the Northern Lights have been converting very well after a 1-1 draw against Capital in the opening week. They had a bye in week 2, then 3-0 over Southern United away, and then a very impressive outing last week, 4-1 over Auckland. That they currently sit in third spot on the ladder, but they do have a game in hand on both of the sides ahead of them on the table. WaiBop come in, they sit in 5th at the moment. We're just waiting for the two teams to come out, and I can tell you as well that there will be a moment's silence. Both of the teams will form around the centre circle, and that of course in honour of the passing of Diego Maradona. We saw that last night as well. If you watched the All Blacks versus Argentina, the All Blacks laying down a shirt with Maradona's number and name on the back of it. And Ricky, you were at the World Cup in '82 where the great man was playing. You were at the 2010 World Cup, of course, Diego managing Argentina to that particular tournament. Just your thoughts. I don't believe you had the opportunity to play against him, but when you think of Diego Maradona, the footballer, well, what are the sort of words and images that come into your mind?
Look, I think a real true inspiration, I think, globally, and such a wonderful, gifted player, talented for so many years, very, very young, coming onto the world stage, and just embracing football and sharing that passion and ability with so many people around the world. And look, he'll be incredibly sorely missed, and I'm sure there'll be multiple amount of people around the world that have had the opportunity to have engaged, whether it's through playing with, playing against, managing with, managing against. But he would have touched so many hearts, and I think, very, very sad day in Argentinian football yesterday.
One of the interesting things that's come through to me was other players trying to get the modern fan and modern players to recognise just how skilled he was, and a lot of people have referenced the state of the pitches that Diego used to play on and his ability to control the ball. Is that something you would also sort of re-emphasise a little bit too?
Yeah, look, absolutely. I think difficult back in those days where you had to be pretty clever, you had to be pretty good, and I think the consistency, and we know what level he got to, but certainly one of, if not the best technicians in the world.
Well, now we see our two sides coming out for this week 5 fixture in the ISPS Handa Premiership. So glad that you are with us on Sky Sport Next. It's great to be working alongside our good friends at the Stream Shop, providing this coverage for you as you see the two sides striding out, the black and white striped shirts of Northern Lights, and the red and blue of WaiBop. And you see the teams and the officials. They start to make their way, and they will form around the centre circle. And we will be observing a moment of silence. You see some of the fans, some of them staying inside the car. Great to be able to just park up. I've always thought this would be a great idea just on a night, if just get everyone turn the lights on high beam for a bit of night football. I don't think it would ever happen. I don't know how good it would be. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We will just pause as well as the fans and the players all observe a moment's silence for Diego Maradona. It's observation by all the fans and the players as well. Now, ready for the handshake line and the photos they get taken prior to. Let's go through the home side. WaiBop football. Riley Godbolt playing at goalkeeper. Michaela Foster captains. She's been an age group representative for New Zealand. And they've got some very good talent there, both the Elliots. And these are players, Ricky, that you've been familiar with, a few of them coming through your academy, I understand.
Yeah, look, we have had some, and some of the girls that were attending St Peter's at the time when I was there a couple of years ago too, Nigel. So, look, I think the WaiBop side very exciting, very young, and some really, really nice talent coming through. So this will be a real test for them today, but I think that's what these competitions are about, and you know, hopefully we see some of these players emerging onto the national stage.
There you see the starting lineup for the Lights. They have got a very good, strong midfield combination with captain Chloe Knott and Liz Savage in jersey number 12. They will be working quite tirelessly. They play three across the front. It will be spearheaded by Sam Tafaru in the middle. Three across the front, then two sort of more attacking midfielders, and then they hold back Jess Innes just in front of a back four. A very good goalkeeper as well in the form of Erin Hughes, as the two teams form the huddle. Jersey number 5, Michaela Foster, the captain, coming in there. Your officials today, Robbie Maris will be the referee, assisted by Fabian Scott and Jack Booth, and the fourth official is Campbell Kirk Kawana War. You heard as well, just during that moment of silence, just a little bit of the breeze. It's not a strong wind by any stretch of the imagination, but it will be enough just to have the odd impact here and there. The rain has been falling steadily. Started in the Waikato. It was rain about 1 o'clock this morning. At least that's when I got woken up by it. As the two teams get prepared. And you actually see there, if you look over to the far side, you can see the flag just arcing over, gives you a bit of an indication on the breeze. So in the first half it will be in behind WaiBop. So they come in here with a draw and 2 losses. Northern Lights with 2 wins and a draw, so undefeated to this point. You see the flags flying. Actually they're going to spin around, and it's going to be WaiBop playing from right to left on your screen. So week 5 of the ISPS Handa Premiership. So glad that you're with us on Sky Sport Next. And this will be a key game. Northern Lights want to continue their good run of form, and WaiBop searching for an elusive victory, a victory that they've been very close to in recent time. I said they would have been very disappointed last week against Capital, where they created a lot. Some excellent goalkeeping by the Capital goalie, Candy. And so WaiBop with their first opportunity, and they look to build, pushing it towards that right-hand side, but easily in and nodded back. And Northern like to use the speed that they have down either side. They look to use Bella Maynard down the left. And Ava Pritchard, you see just on your bottom of your screen there, left-hand side of your screen in jersey 16. And so here's an opportunity for WaiBop to put the ball forward. Search and kick, holding up, trying to get up and into on that one. There is Anaya Elliott. Here's Foster. She loses contact with the ball, then she battles back and gets it. Back it comes to court as they push that ball back. Shannon Treves, jersey number 12. Quite happy just to build at the moment. Again, then they're going to push that one through. Chelsea Elliott down the right-hand side, trying to keep it in. Back there is Maynard for the Lights. It's going to be a throw-in.
Yeah, I think just early on, Nigel, I think the thoughts pre-game about the WaiBop side getting into that final third, and I think just nice to see the patience early on, but I think we'll be looking for those sort of more midfield players to be linking up with the front players just to give a little bit more support.
Straight away the collapse, and it's going to be another throw-in down that left-hand side. Good long throw, nodded on, but comfortably intercepted by Chelsea Elliott. And now Northern, and they look to come away to this right-hand side. To punch that one through, having to come off the line, and doing so quite nicely is Riley Godbolt. Easily diffused, made a couple of cracking saves last week down in the capital, did Riley. Actually, both keepers were very good on that day. There's Foster, and Northern know her talents. They're trying to get on her. Back to Stratford, they'll go back to Hughes. Pushes it wide. Trying to work their way down that left-hand side. Sliding in, nice control. And Northern will look to build again, working out to the left. Chloe Knott leaves that one, then gets the return past the skipper. Continues her run down this right wing side. That's a nice ball. It's for Tefadu. Normally plays in the centre. Defending there. Goes quickly. Back to Stratford. Trying to get Knott, trying to move that ball down that right wing side. So they had great return last week against Auckland, working down those channels. Has to go back to the keeper. Riley's just got to clear that one. Just nodded on by Brown. Now working. Picked off too easily.
Keep it one way. Keep it this side. Keep it this side.
Coming to work. That's a lovely ball. Tefadu looking to slot that one in. Treves getting the foot in. Not out of the woods yet though, WaiBop. Back it comes, edge of the box with the shot. First of the game for Jess Innes, pushing forward from midfield. But already we're seeing Ricky Northern wanting to try and use either side of the pitch, and already just getting a little bit of change, even though we're only 4 minutes in down that right-hand flank.
Yeah, look, some good movement, I think, from the front players of the Northern Lights, and as you say, Nigel, just utilising the wider areas. They've got some good pace and some good skill in those areas, and again, they've been very patient in what they've done, trying to get the ball into those critical wide areas as early as possible.
So now they switch to that left-hand side, trying to get the nice through ball. Hard first contact by Liz Savage. You'll see her quite prominently, young lady in jersey number 12. So they just sit Savage and Knott in behind the front three. They've got great work rate, those two young ladies. So you see Savage on the ball. Now it's been taken away, and WaiBop again through Godbolt. Nice control. Good work by Vosper. Saskia Vosper plays down that left-hand side defensively, but like most defenders always like to try and gallop forward when the opportunity presents. Slowly edging their way down. Big throw in, nodded away. There's Chelsea Elliott getting up. Opportunity here though for Northern. Ball comes back, Knott looking to work Foster as the two captains come together.
Good. Keep her one way, Lisa.
It'll be a nice wee battle between those two in the midfield of the park.
Keep it one way if we can.
Coming back now
Up together.
is Kenzie Barry. Back to Mittendorf, who scored a cracking free kick last week in the win over Auckland. Looked over the top. Foster trying to get onto that ball. Does so. Strong challenge. Not. He's trying to help control along with Stratford. They go again and look to build from the back. Barry working across to this left-hand side now. Well, though by WaiBop. Lights get it back once again. See Tafaru working now, switching across to the left-hand side.
Keep it in front. We don't need a chase. We
Here
don't
come
need
Northern.
to chase it.
Nice pass. Couldn't control it that first time. Could over Pritchard. And WaiBop try and come down this left wing side, but the ball is out.
Up here, Lisa.
Yeah, some really good patience here from the Northern Lights side, and I think they like to link up with that one player who's sitting in behind the front three. Some good movement coming out of midfield, and just really maximising the spaces early on that WaiBop leaving in both the left and right hand side.
They are trying to go down that right hand side once again. Here's DeFato with a nice through ball for Savage. Forces Chelsea Elliott to go back. Pushes that ball out. Will be a throw in. Madison Hollington and shirt 16 comes across. Throws nodded on by Foster. Stratford goes back to Barry. Goes back again to Stratford. He's not coming across to help as there's work little triangle of passes. Now they switch back to that left-hand side. That's with Mittendorf. They thread that ball through. We see Savage battling. Still going, Liz Savage. Across, getting the foot in. There's Kate McConnell. Northern just starting to build a bit of pressure here. Trying to get him behind. Battling is not. Work the way out of trouble. WaiBop. Taining. Whistle comes in. And they'll come back. Just that little shove on the back there by Chloe Knott. He's already scored a couple of goals so far in the ISPS Handa Premiership. So both teams having played 3 games. They've already had their bye. WaiBop in week 1. Northern Lights in week 2. Top 2 teams at the end of the round robin will play off in the final. Here's a chance. Working through. Trying to cut that ball back. Heavy first touch, but it's going to be a corner. That's nice work by Kelly Brown working forward.
Yeah, some good movement coming out of midfield there just to expose the Northern Lights side initially at the back there, and just creating a little bit of confusion for their defenders. Good to see the numbers, Nigel, getting into the box for WaiBop. If the cross had to come, I think there would have been more than one option for them.
So WaiBop, keep an eye on Kelly Brown and also as well Chelsea Elliott. Foster delivers. Nodded away by Tafaru. They'll go back out. No. Trying to get that ball out. Now here's the opportunity to try and counter. Getting in. Nice turn. And trying to slide that ball through. And a chance for WaiBop to build now as they come back to this left-hand side through Trebes. Then they go back to Hollington. It's a good ball. Setting up a chance though. Squandered just trying to get him behind. Back down. It's Tafaru who's come back looking for a return ball, and she gets it now. That goes off a WaiBop player. It'll be a throw in Northern as we approach 10 minutes gone. Sun wants to break through. The rain has just stopped. We're starting to see a little bit more sunlight coming through, but WaiBop coming away with the ball, but it'll be Northern and will have the opportunity to push forward, having gained the ball illegally in the eyes of our referee. There's Robbie Maris, who was sidelined last week in Hamilton for the men's premiership game between Wanderers and Auckland City. There's a good bit of work being done here by Mania Elliott. Swings that ball across. Just a little heavy, but some good work being done. Now they continue to go. This is Madison Hollington. Oh, nicely done. Can she deliver? Looking at the option, she's going to have a shot. I don't know if it was a shot or a cross. By the way, though, she shook her defender nicely, Ricky, to give herself some time too.
Yeah, some excellent movement going down that left-hand side as, again, we see breaking past the Northern Lights fullback. But again, just having the the confidence to take players on one-on-one, and now looking to find the options. We're just peeling away at the back post. We're looking for somebody to come a little bit shorter and maybe just provide another option for them in that front part of the field.
He comes in a court. Able to control it as ball is lifted up nicely there by Nico Girard. Throw and nodded out straight away. Stratford looking for an option. Gets one. And again it's Tefadu. Just hacked away into touch there by Treves. Just inching their way down the right wing at the moment, Northern. Run, trying to get it over the top, but can't. Back in the ball, a little bit of confusion there. Elliott just comes back to her. Now they go to court. Work it back to Chelsea Elliott.
Drop in, Lisa. Can you get on it?
Down this right-hand side. Run by Mania Elliott. Just a bit too far. Hear the voice of the two coaches coming through the effects nice and clearly. Challenge, and that's going to come off Northern. So WaiBop with the opportunity. Now a few of the crowd have decided the rain has stopped. They've seen enough sun. They'll venture out of the cars. Nice work. That's Ennis clearing. But the pass you won't be happy with. Just 13 minutes in. That those final touches at the moment, letting both sides down a little bit. They just had to be cleared away by Mittendorf. So goal scorer last week just ripped one top bin. About 5 metres outside the penalty box. A beautifully taken free kick. So that'll be something I'm sure that would have been noted by WaiBop. If there's a dead ball opportunity, be very much aware if Anika Mittendorf comes striding forward. Going into the corner, it's off the knee of Lisa Evans. Lisa in jersey 18 for the home side. See those lovely old gates behind there. 1948, the club was established. Very proud as well to be hosting this particular event. And here's a chance, speaking of dead ball opportunities, this will be a good opportunity for WaiBop to stride forward. They're going to push players away to the left-hand side of the goal, but it's Chelsea Elliott coming forward. Looking at the options, there's Chelsea. Over the ball. Got about 5 players stacked to the left-hand side of the goal. See, trips over the top, taking it comfortably though is Hughes. No pressure going in on her, and quickly she looks to release Savage down that right-hand side. Poor ball, and Mania Elliott gets a hold of it. Just about flying through there was Arabella Maynard, jersey 2, trying to get it, and she ends up getting a foot, but it still comes and lands comfortably. Here's Brown with a good run towards this left-hand side. Takes on Innes. Whistle. And free kick the other way for Northern. So we've seen both sides as we're 15 minutes into this game. Still no score. Both teams, Ricky, though, quite happy to try and use the width of the park, get the ball going down either side.
Yeah, the surface looks really good to me, and I think it's giving both sides that option to be able to get the ball down and play, and I think try and link things up. But yeah, just a couple of interesting things for me. I think Emma Cord, who's sitting in front of the back four of the WaiBop side, she's always an outlet for them, and there's a nice little one-on-one match there for people to keep viewing. But yeah, a little bit of efficiency and just tidying things up a little bit as both sides move forward. But it's been a very, very positive start from both sides.
There's a lovely surface, and it's one of the things now that, as I said, there has been pretty consistent, steady rain, but you know, the grounds and the ability to be able to have some of these lovely surfaces with the quick draining facilities as well makes it great for the athletes of today, as opposed to some of us older folks who know that after about 4 hours of rain they were just going to be playing in a black sludge for their 90 minutes on a Saturday afternoon. No offence to the groundman at Wembley Park in Wanganui, but you did have your moments, old son. This is a nice through ball, but it's going to be cut out by Mackenzie Barry. Again, WaiBop showing good patience, and now though this one is just lifted in. Foster nodding that one on, trying to get that return ball. Still on the ball. Carly just knocks that one back. Looking at the options, and they'll push this back to Riley Godbolt, well out of her box. Getting back there is Court. Court, I think, might have done herself a mischief there. Appears to have a bit of a problem there maybe with the leg for Emma Court. We'll just keep an eye on that. She just seemed to get a little bit tender, not really stretching out. Sliding that ball through. That's a great little back ball for Mania Elliott going in. Good battle here going on between Barry and Elliott. Like that, just got bumped down and just got back up and kept on going.
Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit more of the one-on-one confrontations, and as you mentioned with Emma Cord, I think that's a good matchup in there with somebody who likes to come and receive from deep areas. And
ball comes in. Oh, a little bit messy. Hughes comes out. They are able to clear Northern. I wouldn't say confidently. Here's Hollington again. Goes to the outside, flying through. Good defending coming across though. That's Mackenzie Barry. Mac, as she prefers. And now Northern looking down this left-hand side once again. Back. The Elliots have got some motors on them, both Mania and Chelsea. We're seeing that early on. Let's have a look at this coming across. Comes in, and there's Grace Wisniewski coming in jersey in shirt number 10. Low through ball, but Godbolt's going to come forward and take that one quite comfortably. So not too many out-and-out opportunities as yet for either side. As again, the sun tries to break through. See the fluky nature of the breeze in behind too, with the trees and also the flag. It almost does seem as though it is a little bit more stiff down at ground level. As this will be a throw in for WaiBop. The options, and ball nodded on. Collapse around Wisniewski. She's battling hard, not in there for Northern. She gets that ball back. Nice work by Chloe, not the captain. Punched back. That one there, Maynard couldn't keep in. Approach the 20-minute mark. Throw ball nodded down. Coming through was Chelsea Elliott. Trying to get this over the top. You have the option. Run coming from Stratford, but good defending. Getting the foot in there. That was nice work by Hollington, who's very prominent in the opening 20 minutes. Madison Hollington. The instructions coming in from Ben Bate. Also Nico Girard, the coach of WaiBop. Ben Bate, the Northern Lights gaffer. 20 minutes gone on that one. It's just a poor throw-in technique. Lost the ball. Disappointed with that one. Maybe a little greasy. All down the left wing. There's Tefaru. Looking to turn. Not running through, but sticking on her was Wisniewski. Looking for a cross coming in. Cleared away only as far as the edge of the penalty box. Stratford decides to launch. Good strike. Just to the left-hand edge of Riley Godbolt's goal.
Yeah, good strike and some good patience here. So we see the Northern Lights getting into that final third and again having the confidence to get a shot away early.
There's the one who had the strop, Nicole Stratford. Pressure coming in here. Wants to go back. That's picked off easily. Now trying to get to the outside. Battling. Good challenge. That's Innes turning that ball. Again, WaiBop get their feet on it. Elliott looking down that left-hand side, trying to thread the needle. Chelsea trying to find Mania. Chelsea now continues a wee run. Loses that ball. Now she'll hustle back. There you see her in jersey 20 just going through shot.
We're seeing a little bit more now going down this left-hand side for the Northern Lights. They were getting some very, very good value coming down the right-hand side just with the pace and the ability there. So I'm sure they'll be looking to provide some other options.
I think what we're seeing already, just 20 minutes in, that what we've seen from WaiBop throughout the season thus far in their previous 3 games, very competitive, and you get the feeling that they will be able to foot it. I know they've made some really big improvement in terms of what they are trying to do. I just wonder if they just can get one, whether the floodgates might open for them in terms of just a little bit of confidence more than anything. Good defending though, closes down that attacking opportunity in midfield. There's Tefaru looking to find Knott. Savage. Wasn't the best ball back. They were trying to get Vosper coming forward. WaiBop able to step in. Back here's Elliott. Trying to work. That's Kate McConnell. So midway point of the first half, probably maybe honours slightly in favour of Northern, although you'd say WaiBop's had a couple of good moments in the last sort of 5 to 10.
Yeah, look, I think both sides have had some good spells and good periods of possession. It's just taking that now to be a little more effective and provide a few more opportunities from a scoring perspective. But to be fair, I've been very impressed with Manila Elliott going down the right-hand side for WaiBop. I think she's been great, ton of energy and a young player, but is certainly putting her best foot forward today.
He is not on the board, trying to turn and put Maynard, I think it might have been down that left wing side. No, Maynard's actually come more central now. See, Bella in jersey number 2. Good long throw, cleared though by WaiBop. There is Mania Elliott in the number 2 jersey that you've heard Ricky refer to, but it's Northern. They're wearing the black and white stripes. That ball, that's a good ball for Stratford to go chasing after. Can she keep it in? Now that is a goal kick. That was a good ball and something for Nicole Stratford to really gallop after, also for some good defending. So
I think that's the signs too, Nigel. I think if Northern Lights can be patient and just operate from one side to the other, come back out through midfield and just look to maybe expose some of those areas in behind the WaiBop defence, they may start to just create a few more opportunities.
There's another chance inside the front third. Chelsea Elliott just clear to just clip the foot coming through of Maynard. So that will be a throw-in. Actually, it was Savage who just had the foot clipped. McConnell, someone to throw to. get someone to come to her. Looking to clear. Nice ball for Foster. Kayla. Something for Brown to go chasing after. Just comfortably diffused by the Northern defenders. Punch through. Savage goes chasing after it. Ball just get played back by Trebes to Godbolt. Riley then trying to hit a play up near halfway, but just stepping in. Northern. Yeah, we talked about the patience they showed probably in the opening 10 or 15. Maybe just not as much patience as recent times. There's Foster tracking back and shunts off Pritchard. Kayla continuing to work. Uses the body well.
Yeah, I think with the WaiBop side, they quite prepared to drop off. Good, well organised, got some good shape back there, and I think now it's just, can they just get a little bit longer spells in possession of the ball?
Well, they've got the position at the moment and looking to use the lady that Ricky has referred to, Mania Elliott. It's great defending though by Mittendorf. Good solid shoulder. Good challenge for the ball. Nice touch by Stratford. And down this right-hand side. Stratford again gets the return ball from Pritchard. Stratford again. Foster looking to put pressure on her. Stratford. Foster getting the foot in and taking the ball away. Can she deliver? And that one there off Barry. So Michaela Foster earning a corner kick for her side. So we'll whip the ball in nicely with the left foot. Kayla back from the States, actually on a scholarship in the United States at the moment. Or prior to COVID, I should say. Michaela looks to deliver. Does so nicely. Headed away though by Northern. Mania Elliott coming forward. Just stepping through. That's McConnell, but that's picked off. McConnell stepping forward again. Here's Brown. Heavy contact. Play on, says referee Maris. Again, they come to this left-hand side through Stratford. There's Pritchard. Tafaru coming back to help. Ball coming through and nice header. Foster looking at the options and just goes back. Chelsea Elliott. A lot of play around those two when they are building, Chelsea Elliott and Michaela Foster. Now they come to this left-hand side through Shannon Trebes. It's a low ball, but it's just picked off very easily by Jess Innes. And now here's something for Tafaru to chase on. Keeps it in. Trebes has to go back. Tafaru looking. Nice little flick over the top there. Good run through. That might have been Pritchard, was it? But it's going to be a corner. So here's the first chance for Northern to deliver from a dead ball situation.
Yeah, good opportunity here for Northern Lights. Just see if there might be some variation too, Nigel. We've seen most of the corners so far that have been just delivered in. And interesting to see the group of Northern Lights players huddling together.
Well, Tafada will be a target. Liz Savage got good height as well. Here's not. Ball right at the edge. Off the line. I think there might have been Foster that stopped that one. Here's the shot coming in and over the top. That was Maynard. Ooh, that was a bit of a nervy moment for the home side.
Yeah, good opportunity here for Northern Lights. It's a good delivery coming in from their right-hand side as it swung to the far post where Northern Lights have grouped their players. They're the first ones to attack the ball as it comes back off the post, but Foster there on the defending very, very well on the left-hand post as the shot comes in off the rebound.
Just over the top. It was a good strike by Bella Maynard. Stratford goes back to Hughes. That's the first couple of shots on target for the game, and it's from the visitors. Here's not. person who delivered that corner, that's a nice ball. Maynard down this left-hand side. She looks to cut that one back. Tafadu didn't get the bounce and timing she wanted. Tried to first time it. Let's head down, no doubt thinking to herself how she could have done that better, but opportunities being created by Northern Lights. That'll be a little bit disconcerting as we hit the half-hour mark in this one. So glad you're with us. You're at John Kirkhoff Park in Cambridge. Week 5 of the ISPS Handa Premiership. Now, just a little quickening of the pace of the game as well in the last few minutes too.
Yeah, I think it's just been stretched a wee bit, and I think a bit more space, a bit more time for players, and be interesting to see if the pace of the game can continue, because it has been very exciting to watch.
Ball there goes out. Ricky Herbert providing the expert comments for us today here on Sky Sport Next. Our good friends at the Stream Shop providing the images you're watching at the moment. Half an hour gone and no score in Cambridge. Referees and the players calling for a foul throw. Probably had a reasonable case there as well. Here's Elliott. Pushing to that left-hand side. Pritchard getting the foot in and Stratford, and they knock that ball back. Here's a good chance. Pritchard working down this right-hand side. To the edge. Looks at her options. Oh, put the ball through to Tafadu. Wasn't expecting that. Was waiting for the zig, but they threw the zag instead. Godbolt. That ball down the middle. Punched away again to Pritchard. It's just a poor ball. Picked off by Court. Now Foster. Trying to shake free. Court again. Good contact. Good challenge. That's not. 2 sevens coming together there before. Here's Foster going back, but can't get that ball, and Northern come away with it. Stratford. Ball through to Knott, but yet another errant pass. Elliott punches that one forward, looking for Kelly Brown. Back to the left-hand side. Both sides have been at their best when they have sort of gone more down either flank. Brown. Elliott. McConnell, nice touch. Beats the defender. Pushes this ball away. Here's Wisniewski. Race to stops and will go back. McConnell want to thread that ball past. Goes back and gets it again. Wisniewski. This is nice football from WaiBop. Coming across that left-hand side, but just a bit heavy. They were trying to find Foster. He'd got herself free. And hustling back is Michaela Foster. Not quickly onto her. Stratford steps over. Not the option. Plenty of noise coming out of both dugouts at the moment. Brown with the shot, but comfortably taken by Hughes as she slaps the shin pads in frustration, Kelly. Thinking she should have done better with that.
Yeah, good chance here for WaiBop. There's some nice steady build-up and some really good patience to keep the ball in possession. And just looking to get their more attacking type players in around the edge of the box.
A little bit more flow from both sides as well in the last 5 minutes of this one. They seem to be getting into their groove. Here's Brown working. Connell continues to run. Can she deliver? That's the cross. Cutting that one out was Pritchard. Getting in there. WaiBop still on the ball with a chance. Wisniewski. Foster. Oh, goodness gracious. Great shot, Michaela Foster. Hughes was beating all ends up, but just slid it past that left-hand post.
Yeah, certainly the best opportunity of the day for the WaiBop side as they get players in around the boxes. We see Michaela Foster come in looking to bury that in the right-hand side with the left foot, but just whisks past the post.
Player down here at the moment. We've got 10 minutes to go until half-time. Any concern as to who that might be? Kelly Brown's over there looking. It's Grace Wisniewski who's down, lady who delivered that cross for Foster. She's just getting some attention at the moment. Do also just have to point out as well as that this is actually a special game for a couple of reasons, but both sides here are supporting a wonderful cause. It's Macular Degeneration New Zealand. Now this is an eye disease or an eye illness that comes on generally a little bit later in life, and not only do we have former All Whites coach Ricky Herbert here, we've also got former All Whites coach Alan Jones along here as well. Both he and his wife Viv, ambassadors for Macular Degeneration New Zealand, and it's great when organisations, doesn't matter what size your organisations are, but if you're able to help support and grow a little bit more acknowledgement and understanding of these sort of things, Ricky, it's great, and great to see Alan here as well.
Oh, absolutely fantastic, and known Alan for a long time, and his wife Viv too, so great to see that initiative and great to see their support and getting behind it. So yeah, very nice to see.
It sort of affects the central part of the eye. It doesn't cause blindness or anything, but it can sort of have that the blurriness and its effect with regards to depth perception and that sort of a thing too. So, but great to see, and just to have the support. And as I say, we work sitting alongside one All Whites coach, cool, but to see another one wandering around with his wife supporting this wonderful cause, absolutely outstanding. I don't know how many other football games around New Zealand will have two former All White coaches at it. There's a nice play here as Savage looks to thread that ball through. Here's a wonderful opportunity. Working down this right-hand side, getting back, foot in. Can't get the ball back, and now they do to Stratford. Foster tracking back as well. It's come off Michaela. It'll be a corner. But again, we're seeing those right-hand and left-hand edges are where a lot of the play coming from for both sides.
Yeah, I just think with the Northern Lights are very good going down that right-hand side. Some good pace and some really good movement, and most of their opportunities are coming that way. We did see a spell for a small part where they were electing to utilise the left-hand side of the park, and not saying that they shouldn't use both, but they have been very effective down the right.
Sun now well ensconced over John Kirkhoff Park. The rain seems to have pushed through. Not on the ball, looking to cut back and does so, tries to deliver again. Foster intercedes, and it'll be another corner for Northern. See the last delivery. Previous corner was really well delivered and gave WaiBop kittens. Ball cleared off the line. Not to deliver this one. And it comes bouncing away, and getting in there is Maynard. Still not away. This is Mittendorf. Stop trying to cut that one back as Anika. And she forces another corner, this time from the other side. She'll stay up. She'll be one of the targets that Knott will be trying to hit this time. They do have some good height, as you see, going in there. Stratford, also Savage, Mittendorf, so some good size there. Chelsea Elliott, probably the bigger of the, or tallest I should say, of the WaiBop defenders. Foster takes up station on the near post. Not looking to deliver this one. Brings that ball in. It's away. Brown goes back to Knott. Delivers again. Savage, left foot, but it sails harmlessly over the top and to the side of the WaiBop goal. 5 minutes to go until the break, plus whatever time referee Maris adds on in the first half. Probably be a couple of minutes with regards to that injury to Wisniewski. Probably add on a few. As Elliott works away and finds Wisniewski, who's up and moving comfortably now. McConnell tries to deliver a ball, but that's cut out by Maynard. Again, Mania Elliott trying to work the body to get the ball free, but good defending. Knott has to go back. He'll come back to Hughes, the goalkeeper. Go back and try to build down the left-hand side. It seems as though the sun has energised the players a little bit in terms of the speed of the game. It doesn't matter what sport you play, it always feels a little bit better with the sun on the back. Good throw, but nice defending there Nodding that ball through. I think that was Vosper again. Both teams really settled into their work. A little bit more fluidity that we've seen. Here's Hollington. She's been very prominent. Nice challenge over the back there by Mackenzie Barry. WaiBop still come away with it though. Go back to Hollington. This ball by Court, finding Foster. Foot in by Stratford. Now Pritchard. Nice ball through. Ball continues to roll forward. Godbolt comes out. Again, you can hear that breeze just pick up coming through our fixed microphone. Godbolt drops it down and looks towards that right hand side, but just succeeds in kicking the ball out just short of halfway. Quickly taken by Northern. Tafadu with a nice touchdown. Not back to Tafadu. Back to Not again. Swing that ball across. Now Brown turns and punches that one for Elliott to go chasing after. Vosper back. Ball is out though. No, I think thought she had been called for a foul, but then just realised the ball had gone out. There's Vosper on the ball. And just a ball which is easily picked off by Treves. Caught, I should say. They go to Elliott. Just plays it for the throw in off the shins of Bella Maynard. They go to Court. Chelsea Elliott. Slide that ball through looking for Mania Elliott. Again, good defending by Northern. Quality of some of these passes, I'm sure will get mentioned by the coaches. There's been some good ones, but a few that have been just a little bit errant in direction and easily picked off. That's nice work by Wisniewski, and that needed the intervention of Innes coming across. I think there was another chance breaking down that right-hand side for the home side.
Yeah, we're just really looking for that pinpoint one, Nigel. I think that's the one that's missing at the moment, the one that can be better executed, and just to slice the knife through one of the defences.
So they go back to Court. They'll go all the way back to Godbolt, and then look to build through Treves. Shannon. That back. It's a nice turn by Lisa Evans. Bit of space down the right here. McConnell pushes that one through. Again, there's that quality that we're talking about. Just that touch, just a little heavy. Had Wisniewski, who was trying to track through onto that one. Hughes. Just pushed forward by Elliott. He's not. Foster got the foot in. Comes back. Hollington continues to battle. Nice work by Hollington. Trying to get and turn while he's on the ground. That's lovely. Getting yourself out of trouble there. It was Savage. Tifadu. Ball through. This is in behind. Getting back there, Treves. That's nicely done by Shannon. A few balls here though. Again, there'll be enough, I think, that Ben Bate, whilst maybe a little bit disappointed, I'm sure he'll be seeing enough as Hollington continues the run. And that was good work by Barry cutting across. So we'll have a look and see how much extra time will be added on to the first half. Just waiting for that to come through from Campbell Kirk Kawana War. He's just putting the number up. Just the 1 minute. Just the 1 minute. time added on in this first half. Here's the chance maybe for WaiBop. Brown takes a shot, and they strike right before the break. Kelly Brown really flat-footed the goalkeeper. And 1-0, WaiBop take the lead just seconds before half-time.
Yeah, great opportunity here for WaiBop as they put some pressure in. Northern Lights just looking to try and play out and retain some possession in their defensive third, but give the ball away quite cheaply, as WaiBop have still got good numbers in there, and now the confidence just to back herself one-on-one here as we see her bury the shot straight past the keeper.
Yeah, just got caught a little bit too hard to her right-hand post there, did Erin Hughes, but it was a very good shot. And so we head to half-time with the home side having snuck the lead. Goal to Kelly Brown, second of the season as well for Kelly, and a goal to nil. And I think it was one of those sort of halves we saw some very nice moments, good moments of fluidity, but in the end, just some nice basic football. In the end, just taking advantage, good counter-attacking there.
Absolutely, I think they'll certainly be well pleased. I think they've set up well, they've been well organised by WaiBop, and I think they've been waiting for this as we see again the opportunity coming. It's just a great confidence booster here for the side. As we touched on at the start, they're probably not reflecting the position on the league that they possibly could be in, and I think going in at half-time, that'll certainly give the coaching staff and players a very, very good platform to build on.
That's a nice strike as we get to see from Kelly Brown, and it is that goal that has given the home side, WaiBop, a 1-0 lead over Northern Lights, half-time. And we will be back with the second half in around 10 minutes' time. You're at John Kirkhoff Park in Cambridge on Sky Sport Next. Welcome back to John Kirkhoff Park in Cambridge. 1-0, WaiBop with the advantage over Northern Lights. This is a Week 5 clash in the ISPS Handa Premiership. And just a quick note for those watching via skysportnext on the YouTube channel. I understand that there have been a couple of issues with regards to the stream or the quality of the stream. We do apologise for that. Chris and the hard-working team at the stream shop I believe they have rectified that late in that first half. But there will be, just a reminder that there is a full replay which will go up later on this evening, as it does for all of the games. So if you did have some issues and do want to look at the first half, the game in its entirety, just wait till this evening and that full stream will be up for you. At the moment you can see that the two teams are back out onto the park, and well, Ricky, time to get the old coach's hat on again. Let's say you're Ben Bate, Northern Lights, your team conceding a goal late in that first half. What's your message? Do you feel as though they are doing the right things, or would you like to see the odd adjustment here and there?
Yeah, look, I'd probably like to see them just shift the ball a little bit quicker, because I think when they looked effective, Nigel, when they were going down the left-hand side, if the ball came back quickly through the middle of the park and then they could hurt the WaiBop defenders down the right-hand side, they looked so much better and they created so many goal-scoring opportunities. So, look, I'm sure he'll want to see improvements. But it's been a difficult start for them. I think credit to WaiBop. We did know that they're possibly not in the right position as far as the table's concerned, and they have started this game very brightly. And
they've started the second half brightly as well, as Kelly Brown forces the ball out for a corner very quickly. Nico Girard, you'll be happy with the 1-0 lead. Again, what do you want to see better in the second 45?
Yeah, look, I think it'll be interesting because they've been chasing goals, and I think they've got one and got it at a great time too, just going into the halftime break. So, look, I think you'll want to see more of what they did well, and I think, from an organisation point of view, a defending point of view, they set up really well and they were effective in those areas. But I think he'll just probably tick the box a little more as we see another great opportunity for them here.
Ball driven in, and it's a goal! Like that, Emma Kite, they strike right after the start of the second half. That is the perfect start for WaiBop. Just came out and Emma Kite drilled that with the right foot. Let's have a look at this one as delivery comes in from Foster.
Yeah, it's a great distribution and in good numbers as the Northern Lights struggled to get a really good clearance, and just the confidence again being prepared for Emma Court there just to strike very, very well past the advancing goalkeeper, and I'm sure that was the recipe, the medicine that the coaching staff from WaiBop were looking for early on in the second half.
Well, Emma Kite with her first goal, Emma Court, I should say, with her first goal of the season. And the advantage doubled just like that. And this will put a bit of pressure on the visitors from North. Straight away they're going to look to try and strike back. Trying to punch that ball through. Great save. That's a wonderful save by Riley Godbolt. Had to get out quick, get down and be brave. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Yeah, best chance of the game for the Northern Lights. It's a great little ball put through as we see Riley Godbolt just comes out and launches herself, gets a good coverage to make the save.
So, great positive start for the home side with a 2-goal advantage. But what we do know is that Northern can score and score in chunks. But here's another great ball. Oh, that one there. And Brown frustrated because she knows she had a great chance there. Just didn't get the power or the direction she wanted out of that one. It's a great start. Now let's see what the changes are. There's a little back heel, but to no effect. This is Maynard pushing forward, trying to pressure, and all McConnell can do is push that ball out. Just confirming that there's been a change for Northern with Sam Tafaru taken off and Emma Kite going on. And here is Emma in shirt number 9. Tracking back, there's Madison Hollington. Hollington with the ball. She finds, big collision there between Wisniewski. And who was that had come through? And that was Very, very tough landing for both of them. Wisniewski's already been in the wars, but that was tough. It was Jess Ennis coming through. And so there'll just be a small break in play here as the medical staff come out. You can see Madison Hollington had a very good first half, did Maddie. Putting that ball through. Wisniewski has to go for it, and all just big body collisions there. Right down that left-hand side for Jess Ennis. The medical staff out there and just sorting things out, making sure she's okay. She'll bounce back up. And they just having a look, they'll take her to the side. So just trying to help walk it off. Just a little bit sore around the back there, but it is a free kick. And interesting that it's actually Chloe not over the ball. As I said last week, as we get another great look at that goal. Tough for the keeper with bodies in front. Made a good effort to get to the side, but just a clean strike by Emma Court. Here is Chloe Knott. They go out to the right-hand side. Look to crank this ball across, and it's in. That ball has gone in. Well, that one there, I think, was that just on the inside post that Riley Godbolt has been beaten. Let's get another look at this one.
Yeah, they've elected to go wide off the free kick. It's a great ball in.
It's just gone under the body of the goalkeeper, hasn't it?
Yeah, it just looked like she'd probably got herself a little bit advanced of the ball, and it's swerved a little bit and cut back inside on her.
Well, they needed that one. Confirm who the actual goal scorer was there. What it might have been. I see cutting across that ball coming in. I thought maybe it was another change they might have made. Might have been Talisha Green possibly. We'll get another look. Our diligent director, Chris Newbold, will hunt out that information for us.
Could well be an own goal.
Could be classed as an own goal, is it? As it comes through, just looking. It's gone underneath. So, well, own goal possibly. We will go with that for the moment. But what it is, it's Northern on the scoreboard, and they needed to strike back, having conceded a goal either side of half-time. Now, WaiBop trying to push forward once again. Really have got a game on our hands here. So we have a look. Ball comes in. Yep, it's been pushed underneath by Godbolt. That's one. Oh, no goalie likes that. Being beaten inside shoulder, inside post. So, yeah, there's a different. You can just feel it, can't you? There's now a real different energy to this game.
Yeah, it's great, Nigel. I think a fantastically bright start to the second half, and I think both sides really looking to push forward on all opportunities that they can, create more goal scoring opportunities. And yeah, look, it's great to watch, and I think credit to both sides.
Big ball put through. They've got a bit of a breeze at their back. Here's Wisniewski slotting that ball through. Easy for Hughes to deal with. Aaron. Out of the United States as well, Aaron Hughes, for those maybe not familiar. If you are watching the ISPS Handa Premiership for the first time, great to have you with us here on Sky Sport Next. My name's Nigel Yolden, Ricky Herbert, former All White player and coach, providing the expert analysis for us. 61 games for the All Whites. Oh, here's an opportunity. Mania Elliott coming back. Going in was Mackenzie Barry. Nico Gerard really not happy with that one there. Oh, and here's a good counter-attacking opportunity. Getting back there is Chelsea Elliott. His offside has been called from the far side. But this game just really has just opened up in the 8 minutes after half-time. This is a cracking ball through.
Yeah, good little opportunity here from Mania, as she gets to the edge of the box, it's good defending, and I mean, I think we did hear some strong comments coming from the side from the coaching staff, as we always do. Trust me, I wouldn't have been any different, but it was a good tackle, and looks like she's cleanly played the ball.
Yeah, she has got ball. I think that replay showed that she did get ball. So strong challenge. Yes, legal though. And that was the call as well from Robbie Maris. As I said, just a different energy, a different intensity now coming from both sides, having got on the score sheet. WaiBop a goal to the better.
Get our lines connected.
Back there and just nicely played by Mackenzie Barry. Has been pretty solid. And that's Talisha Green. So that's another change that's been made by Ben Bate at half time. So he's made 2, pushing this one through. Here's a chance. Offside is the call though. I think that's the front, and yep, you can hear Ben Bate calling right idea coming through the effects. That's Emma Kite who's come on. She's liking it. She likes what she's seeing. Just taking their time now. Rare lull in proceedings. It's been a very energetic opening to the second half at John Kirkhoff Park in Cambridge. Now beautiful sunshine. You wouldn't have known that we started with rain. It had been raining. Oh, here's an opportunity. Elliott. Oh, good save. Hughes reacting and punching that over the top. No, Elliott will be a bit disappointed with the placement, but it still forced a good save and a corner.
Yeah, great chance here for Mania, as the goalkeeper definitely needing to get something on it. She gets a good hand to get that one across the top of the crossbar. But again, Nigel, end-to-end stuff here.
Oh, it's just opened up and is really flowing nicely. Now, Hollington has come across. Was that Treebs? Shannon Treebs to deliver. They're going to go short. It's the ball to Brown. Now they go to the edge. Foster drills that one. Ooh, swinging a little bit, but in the end cleaned up nicely by Hughes. And another shot on goal.
And a good option here by WaiBop, just looking to play short on the corner on the right-hand side. Just getting Foster coming into the edge of the box.
Oh, and there's another opportunity coming as we go back to play. Again trying to break through. And it was Kite again called for offside, but you just sensed she's getting the timing very close. And they're getting in behind.
Yeah, I think a good substitution here, Emma Kite, for the Northern Lights. Good pace, has that real sense to get in behind the defenders of the WaiBop back four, and she'll always be looking to threaten that pace. And as you say, Nigel, just looking to get the timing a fraction better.
Well, she's had so far 2 that she's been called. You wonder where the third time will be the charm for the Northern Lights striker. Trying to push this ball up over the top. Head. It's come off Lily Jarvis, who's come on in jersey 14 as well. So it looks as though Ben Bate's gone to the bench at half time. Here's Kite going back. Here's Treebs trying to punch that ball through. Now hit it away. Savage with Brown, caught I should say, clattering into the back of her. Picks herself up as Savage. And the ball hoofed through, and again trying to get him behind. And Hollington going back. Pritchard gets in a tangle to the 2 number 16s. Madison Hollington gone down, just clutching at the face there. So 2-1, so the goal just before half time to Kelly Brown, and then doubled. Look, just awkward, or just copped a bit of a stray foot there just as they got entangled with each other. So the goal to Kelly Brown just before the half-time whistle, and then straight after Emma Court doubling it, and then a goal sneaking inside the inside shoulder of Riley Godbolt and ending up in the back of the WaiBop net for 2-1. And a lot freer, a lot more movement. Players enjoying the sun on the back. Here's another good ball through. Hughes holds her line. Elliott switches the ball back. Trying to get in there late, but good needed foot. Now there's Court getting clattered over. Trying to work again. Hollington cutting that one out. Back with Northern. Here's Not. Coming forward is Vosper trying to put that ball through. Foster got the foot in the way. And now that one there coming off a Northern Lights foot. It's the foot of Arabella Maynard. We approach the hour mark. And what is a very good contest. Week 5 of the ISPS Handa Premiership. So glad you're with us on Sky Sport Next. So we've still got 33, 34 good minutes of football to come. Northern starting to push forward again. Ball comes back to Saskia Vosper, and she'll look to throw long. Not moving, trying to come near. Trying to get that one in. It's nodded away. Only to the edge of the penalty box though. They're trying to take that one down. It's Hollington again, continuing to battle. Kite on that ball, trying to use her body well. It'll be another throw in as we hit the hour mark. 30 plus extras in this one. Say, if you are joining the stream late, it was very persistent rain to start. You wouldn't think about it. That's a good kick, a good throw in I should say, cleared away. Ball left to bounce though. Now, oh, quickly up as well. There's Mania Elliott. She's a tough little critter, isn't she? That one looked like it whacked a fair in the gut, and she's just given the tummy a little bit of a rub and just keeps on trucking. Yeah, look at it there. Hoy, right in the solar plexus.
Yeah, I think she's had a really bright game, and as I say, only young, but certainly deserving of a role and position in this team, and great to see that talent coming through.
Now she's sort of feeling the effect a little bit, but she just bounced straight back up and kept going after the ball, which is great to see. Chelsea Elliott comes through. It's off her, and it elicits a wee wry smile out of Chelsea Elliott. Quickly, WaiBop working towards that left-hand side. Rolling that ball through. As we come back upfield, and there we are. Now trying to work. And it's cut out. Well, this is good work. Battling away Liz Savage. She's done well there. Looks to cross. Elliott had to come back. Came across, helped out Shannon Treves. It's a good team defending there. Treves just got done on the ball by Savage. Slowly but surely, he's just starting to work her way into this game a little bit more. Here's Talisha Green. They simply call it T. Good throw. Treves. Ball is up and she knows just to nod that one over. They could have let it go, so here's a corner for Northern. Not no doubt to deliver. So they look to try and get back on level terms. You see Maynard making a bit of a run, but then not clears them out. Good bodies in the box. Here it comes, in and across. Flicked on. He's on a spin. Turn and shoots. Another good save by Godbolt, but lovely from Liz Savage. Beautiful turn and snapped off the shot with the right foot.
Yeah, good piece of individual skill here. And just having the confidence again, as we see a breaking here on the left-hand side. Spins and happy to strike early with a great save there by Riley Godbolt.
Not again to deliver. Hand goes up. Coming forward. Oh, she's palmed that one away. Got to clear this WaiBop. Northern Lights, it sits again. Savage. Nice save by Godbolt. Didn't get the power, Liz Savage. But again, just in this last little stanza, the number 12 for Northern just likes to sit him behind the front three, just starting to push forward a little bit more and becoming very prominent. He is not battling the skipper as always. Goes in, ball comes away. A bit of a scrap for it. Now Foster just tries to calm things down. Ball goes back to Godbolt. Side foots that, looking for a target. Finds Green in the opposition. Now a bit of space here for Pritchard to work down. Comes to the edge. Crosses. Defending going back by Elliott. Is that a free kick or offside? Offside is the call. Far side. So it's been a very busy start to this second half. Already coming up 20 minutes through it. Looking for a long ball through. The breeze is still there and favouring the home side in the second half. And down there you see, nice work by Foster. Side foots. Oh, that's good work again. Elliott though under pressure. Savage drops that ball back. Trying to push through. Kite. I think the presence of Emma Kite has been very well noticeable in the second half. Pressure still coming. Trebes, they go out to this right do. Northern twisting and turning. Pritchard gets that ball in and getting down promptly to smother that ball is Godbolt. So that's a couple of good saves after the, I'm sure, personal disappointment of having that ball get past her. And a nice punt on the back of it as well. Real psychological position, goalkeeper. Here's a big shot from distance, and that doesn't trouble Aaron Hughes. It's one of those positions, remember the coaches, and I was one of those blokes who they didn't really know where to put me, so they just gave me a set of gloves and said, don't go outside the square, young man. But they're always telling me just, always coaches always seem to push, and Ricky, was that the case as you as a coach too? The mental aspect of being a goalkeeper as much as the physical readiness of it.
Yeah, look, absolutely, and I think you've got to show that courage. You've got to be, a ton of confidence to be playing in there and not have that fear of making decisions. And I think, as you see from time to time in games, and when those decisions aren't made effectively, then the consequences, it hits the back of the net, and you're the last line of defence, Nigel, which you would have been. And I guess there's also that real respect that you want to do a good job as well for your team.
Well, you always do. And I guess it's one of those interesting things around decision making, as here comes Maynard charging through. Foster goes galloping back and just hurried that. Now just trying to clear it through. It was an interesting comment from a rugby player in Bowden Barrett. And his was a comment which stuck with me quite a lot, and it would apply very much to goalkeeping. It is, if you've got to make a decision, make the decision and commit to it. If it's the wrong decision, fine. But if it's the decision you've made and you've committed 100%, we can't fault you for doing so. Here's Savage again. Getting that ball across and cleared away. Hollington, I think it was, helping out her keeper on that occasion. On another corner. It'll be taken by the skipper for Northern, Chloe Knott.
And I think with Savage too here, Nigel, I think she's just really growing into the second half, and whether she's been given a little bit more freedom and a licence to get forward, but she's certainly been a lot more prominent going forward for the Northern Lights.
Knott signals, nice delivery, nodded over the top. And that was Talisha Green possibly at the back there, putting that one over the crossbar, climbed nicely, just couldn't get the header down. Get another look at this one.
Yeah, good corner coming in as we see the Northern Lights players just splitting. Some good height coming in there at the far post. Probably just needing to guide that back down, but good contact on the ball.
Wasn't Talisha Green, she was actually just in front, but again here's Savage. Here is Green now. They push that ball through, just nodded down. And just WaiBop just not able to get their foot on the ball and string a few passes together, whereas Northern, as I say that, they clatter into each other, but for the most part have been able to get the ball at the feet, move the ball around and manipulate. Still find themselves down a goal, Northern. Undefeated thus far in the season, 2 wins and a draw. Drew with Capital in week 1. And after having a week off, 3-1 over Southern United, then 4-1 last week over Auckland in what was a very impressive performance. WaiBop started with the bye, then they had a draw against Central, 2 goals apiece. Lost 4-2 to Canterbury, and then last week lost to Capital Football in a game that they really were left ruining so many chances. Ball in on goal and easily snapped up this time by Hughes. Starting to really take some shots from distance, and I wonder if that's been a message from Nico Girard that we've got that wind at the back, maybe put a few up there and see what happens. Here's Elliott having to go back to Godbolt, and she clears away to the left-hand side, but she'll just find touch only. Changes coming here. This could be the first change for WaiBop. As we can look to see who's coming off. And they're taking off Madison Hollington and bringing on Serena Murahi. And there's a change coming here as well for Northern. And Malia Steinmetz coming on and Jess Innes coming off. I wonder whether Jess maybe just still feeling a little bit from that contact. So changes made. I have to admit, I'm a little surprised to see Hollington coming off. I thought she'd been very good through the first 70 minutes of this game.
Yeah, very solid, and I think some great runs from coming deep. Her positioning was good, and probably wouldn't disagree, Nigel.
No, as you also know, coaches know their players very well. So obviously he's gone something he wants to see from Serena Murahi, who's come on in shirt number 3, and slotted straight into that left back position. And here we see Steinmetz coming through. Very busy player. McConnell. Over. He's not back there. Here's a chance for WaiBop trying to get this onto the right foot. Did that take a wee deflection there? Yes, it did. That was Wisniewski. So a corner.
Yeah, again, just WaiBop getting into that final third. Haven't been there for a little while. Been under a little bit of pressure from the Northern Lights, but they do get a chance here. We know that the delivery has been good from the corners for the WaiBop side today. So Foster gets another opportunity to deliver.
To swing this one in with the left foot. She does, coming to the back. It's nodded away. Still in there battling, fighting. Here's Murahi on the ball. Green turns. What she can do is push it down that right wing. Just joining us, Northern in the black and white stripes. Blue and red of WaiBop. And on the ball at the moment is one of their goal scorers. Caught. Here's a shot from Foster. It's a great save from Erin Hughes. That looked like it was going to the top left, but she moved very nicely, Erin Hughes. Good shot from Foster as well.
Yeah, look, this is a great strike, and again, just the confidence, but the keeper coming across. It did take a little bit of a swerve there too, Nigel, and I think she just had to readjust her feet just to get across and make sure that she did get the contact behind the ball.
One of the great skills of Michaela Foster, left foot, right foot. She's be equally potent with either of them. That ball just nodded on. And a chance for Northern to clear and maybe try and break. Here's Maynard being tracked by Court. Pops that ball out, looking to get that ball back once again. Savage, but Court responds. It's been a nice wee battle in midfield, hasn't it? We've seen Court has been prominent. We've already spoken about Savage's influence. Knott has been relentless as always. Here's Jarvis looking to find Vosper down the left-hand side. Go back to Lily. Jarvis looks up. She sees a body moving forward. Tries to find it. Can't. Going back, there's Foster. Steinmetz cuts that one out for the visitors. Green working right-hand side. Trying to thread the needle. As far that's delightfully done by Shannon Treves. And then Murahi sliding across, still battling. Get that ball back. Caught. Loses the ball. Kitty coming back. Has a shot. Forces another good save out of Godbolt. And another corner as well.
Yeah, the chances starting to come reasonably thick and fast now as we see a good opportunity here for the Northern Lights. They're breaking through midfield and a first-time strike from distance, which at some point looked to evade Riley Godbolt in goal, but she's once again come up with a top save.
I think it might have been Liz Savage again on the left foot that time. Here's not to deliver low and driving it in and cleared away. Not will try and track it down, but it'll be a throw-in. It's coming on 15 minutes to go. Vosper comes across and she'll look to throw this as far as she can, try and get it into the penalty box. Savage comes free actually, and they're going to go to Liv Savage. Goes back to Vosper, tracking back there as well as Mania Elliott, back and defending. You see that lady there, number 12, Liz Savage, really having a good impact for the Northern Lights. I've thought this for a wee while, one of the better names going around. I like that as the name of a football team, the Northern Lights. So many wonderful connotations. Here comes the delivery. That's going to get right into the mixer and over. And it's a goal kick. I've got to say that the quality of Chloe Knott's deliveries, whether she's trying to swing one in, whether she's trying to keep it low, she seems to have all the methods of delivering a ball in from a corner kick down pat. Gives her team plenty of opportunity. That's poor, and Savage is just going to have another go, and it's another save from Godbolt. It's just one-on-one at the moment. It's Liz Savage versus Riley Godbolt. At the moment, Godbolt's equal to it. But you wouldn't back against Savage. She's giving herself plenty of opportunities. No hesitation, Ricky. Gotta love that.
No hesitation whatsoever, Nigel. And I think just great to see her being a little bit more in the attacking mode. And I think we're seeing the quality that she brings to it, and certainly the quality in goal of Riley Godbolt.
You see her right there in the mixer, jumping up and down with her hands. That's the young lady we're referring to. Not this one, swinging out a little bit. Godbolt comes out and gets the hand to it and gets the ball flicked away. Good defending, good goalkeeping as well. Made the decision, committed, came out, delivered. WaiBop not out of dodge though. This is a sustained period of pressure from Northern, who are down a goal. All knotted on. Cross, Foster clears it away. Here's Savage. Ball delivered back in once again. Here's Savage, she's got space. Stepping in, McConnell's done well. But you can just feel the pressure building with every tick-tock of the clock into Savage. Looking to try and turn. Through, good defending again by McConnell. Really looking to get Savage involved, but as you say, Ricky, Savage is really starting to hunt this ball. Kete comes in. Body's falling down. That ball comes, and it comes off the foot of Chelsea Elliott. Lady's just getting a bit toey, not happy with some of the officiating. Both parties giving a bit of lip to Robbie Maris. Let's have a look at this one. You can see, wow, gee, I tell you what, I think
good old-fashioned tangle, Nigel,
I was about to say, that's one where as a referee you're going, well, who took who down? Were you trying to make it seem she was dragging me down, or was she generally dragging me down? Nice delivery again. It's there, it's in the box, off the post, still turning. How did that not end up in the back of the net? Calls coming in. We talk about pressure building on WaiBop, bit of pressure building as well on referee Robbie Maris. Let's have a look at this. Hands. Oh, is that off the hand of Michaela Foster? They've got a good shout there.
I'm not sure if, Nigel. I think it looked quite clear.
Let's have a look.
Emma Kete looks to
oh yeah, very much so.
Nestle that in the far corner.
Very much so. I have escaped one there. Clearly, for those just wondering, no, there is no VAR, despite the fact that we do have the broadcast going at the moment. There is no VAR in the ISPS Handa Premiership. So an escape and a lucky one for the home side, who maintain their goal advantage but just cannot get themselves out of their own half at the moment. Northern just continue to try and build. Trying to thread. They're now inside the Northern Lights territory, but it is the visitors with the ball. Hughes. Find, and now Steinmetz goes back to help. Poor ball, so here's a chance finally just to relieve the territorial and possession pressure that has been building steadily from Northern.
And I think important now too, Nigel, that WaiBop just try and get hold of the ball and just start to dictate a little bit more of the tempo of the game, slowly ease themselves back into it, and you know, there's no need to rush. And I think you know, they have given the ball away a little bit in the second half. I think just to build that confidence again.
Here's Foster. She's lining up a shot, and it's Steinmetz to get the foot in there. I think we're seeing a few shots from distance. As I say, clearly Coach Nico Girard has said, okay, if you feel confidence with the wind at your back, pull the trigger. So player down here. It's just a bit of cramp, and Saskia Vosper turning physiotherapist, helping out opposition player. Nice to see. It's working through. Grace Wisniewski pops back up. This game started with a lovely moment with the players and officials gathering around the centre circle and observing a moment of silence in honour of the late great Diego Maradona. Now trying to push forward, someone looking for a little bit of Maradona magic of their own for the Lights. Here's Savage, who's just become a real key to their comeback. Looking to cut this ball back, gets it across, but a foot in. So it'll be yet another corner for WaiBop to try and defuse. Not Trots over there, who delivery, as we were saying before, has been very good. 9 minutes plus time added on to go in this one. Week 5 of the ISPS Handa Premiership. Not signifies here it comes. This is lower, just nodded away by Treebs. The pressure still maintains. You see with Newski there still stretching, trying to get that cramp out of the left leg. Not again. It was the lower delivery. Will she look to drive or swing it in a bit higher? Time goes a little bit higher to the back. The bodies, Savage, Elliott trying to clear. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, just trying to get the ball out, and they're getting themselves in a tangle and almost an equaliser for Northern. Kite's been good, that young lady on screen right there, since coming on at half time. That's a great change that Ben Bate made. Coming across. Mania Elliott trying to work down this right-hand side. Coach Ben Bate will be very happy with the impact of Emma Kite out front. Here's McConnell. Throwing, battling. It's Brown. Elliott continues to battle. Brown now has the ball. Steinmetz gets the foot in. McConnell looks to go. Ball comes back. Foster lets it run. Lets the ball do the work. Pushes that ball for Midahi to try and chase on to. Green closes her down nicely. It'll be a throw-in though for WaiBop. Another substitution coming on for the home side. It's being made jersey shirt 17, so it'll be Caitlin Byrne coming on. Looks like that's going to be replacing Grace Wisniewski, who has been struggling a little bit with some cramp there. And Grace actually just wandering off behind the goal and around by the far corner. Here comes the throw. Trying to get that ball in is Kelly Brown, who scored the opening goal. But Savage takes it off her. Gets the back. And they try and punch this ball down the right-hand side. Not calmly. Steinmetz. Jarvis looking for Vosper and finds her. She looks to push forward. Here comes Elliott going back with her. Finds Maynard. Now Lisa Evans. McConnell again. Evans tries to flick that one on. Vosper with nice control. Gets cleared. Godbolt's going to have to come for this one, and she does so. Comfortably onto that ball. But again, WaiBop find themselves where they don't want to be, inside their own territory. So trying to use the breeze here is Riley Godbolt. Well, he just bounces through. Barry, now Green switches it across to Jarvis. Not again coming back for a nice ball, but nicely in. Needed to get that foot in there as well. And that's Byrne, the new player on in shirt number 17. This one here, cutting across Steinmetz. Again, just that touch. Vosper to Jarvis. Nicely done. Barry pushing forward, still searching Mac Barry. Green finding. It's Pritchard, I think it is, battling away. A bit of frustration being shown there. I know time's tick-tocking away. They've had the better of the second half so far, Northern. And there will be a little bit of time added on for sure. You can hear the voice there of Nicolas Girard. Northern again. More ball, that's lovely. Go back out. Look for this ball to come across. Savage. McConnell didn't know where it was, just body on the line stuff from Kate. Now Mania Elliott. Yeah, they really have caused some problems on attack, but for the moment the home side continue to hold on, desperately looking for their first win of the season. They feel as though they'd been close before. A couple of games getting away from them in their eyes. Comes McConnell, pushing that ball forward. Only player forward though is Kelly Brown, who scored the opener just before the final whistle. Here's Michaela Foster. To work and switch that ball across. Again, Steinmetz in, but only as far as the opposition. Foster on the ball again. Michaela looking for McConnell pushing forward, but it was Maynard. Vosper, that's good work. McConnell. Savage though, gets in. Great use of the body by Liz Savage. Now she pushes it back in for Maynard. Nice work at the body there by Foster. Now Chelsea Elliott pushes forward and continues the run. So Foster will drop back into position, and she has. Pressure coming. I know the time continues to work against Northern. Seeing too much in the exhibiting any signs of panic at the moment by any stretch. They will be cognizant of the time, even though they have had the majority of territory and possession in the second stanza. The goals in a bunch. 1-0 at half time, then Emma Court with the goal just after 60 seconds after the resumption of play, and then an own goal 6 minutes after that. Here comes Savage, ball out wide. Here's Kite, just slides that ball through. A little bit frustrated there, just grabbing the back of the thigh. Don't know if she felt a little twinge there or not. But just her influence cannot be understated. I mean, Savage and Kite in particular really have been so good for Northern in the second half.
Yeah, certainly Savage for me, Nigel. I think she's been excellent through the whole of the game, and it was an interesting, one-on-one contest with her and Emma Court in the first half, but she's got herself a little bit more freer now. You know, she's really executed. She's been all around the pitch for me. I mean, phenomenal amount of distance she would have covered today, but she's certainly been very effective for them.
Well, I'd say free kick for WaiBop, and Chelsea Elliott is just going to try and put her foot through the ball. Pushes that one up into the goal box. It's nodded away by Lily Jarvis and Vosper, trying to clear. Get this ball down, and here is Kite again, chasing. Great defending though by Chelsea Elliott. Gets the foot in. Maynard. Bella goes quickly to Savage. Tries to cut back in field. Gets that ball in. Not battling with their opposite captain and Foster. Here's Green ripping a shot and forcing another good save out of Riley Godbolt. Just 30 seconds left. We look over towards our fourth official. Yes, we'll get an indication of how much time added on, how much time remaining for the Northern Lights to try and get an equaliser. Or two. They'll probably be thinking let's equalise and get another one. A bit messy at the moment. Ball goes out. There it is, trapped by the gentleman who's going to show 3 minutes. 3 minutes of time added on. Here's Elliott. Jarvis goes down, but they still find Savage looking to thread that ball, trying to get him behind, but Chelsea Elliott very solid today as being the central defender. Vosper quickly in, nodded away. And it's going to be another corner. Ball, love it there, nice work by a young fella going and getting the ball. Now they go quickly, Vosper. Getting out there is Mania Elliott. Another player with a lot of energy and work rate. Back to Knott. Ball kept in. Under pressure. You hear the call saying no foul. It's Shannon Treves. It's off her feet. Did she keep that one in? And it's a corner kick. 2 minutes remaining in this one. Knott just says get in there. Let's get in there. Looking to deliver. Can they find an equaliser? Lovely. Oh, goodness gracious. Klein, ball still in. This isn't dead yet. Knott delivers back once again. Godbolt comes out and takes it confidently with two hands. They have created so many opportunities in the second half, Northern. Capitalised on one. Some very good goalkeeping. And a bit of good fortune, it must be said as well. At the moment, see WaiBop with the advantage. Just on 70 seconds left in this one. Savage trying to thread the needle. Can't. Now for WaiBop, it's just a case of anywhere but our own half. Here's Steinmetz pushing forward. Pressure from Foster. Green. Savage. Continuing to work. And she'll try and push the run. Now the ball coming, driven back across by Steinmetz. Trying to find Kite, trying to get that ball down. Under pressure. And free kick in favour of the home side. And a substitution is going to be made with all of 30 seconds left. Going to bring on Olivia Hooper, coming on for Emma Court. And Emma's been very good as well. You talked a bit about the Northern Lights who have been so prominent in the second half, but Emma Court has continued to work, scored a cracking goal.
Yeah, they've been certainly very resilient for me, the WaiBop side. You know, they look good, they look organised, and they'll be well pleased today. I mean, they've got themselves on the score sheet a couple of times. They've taken the chances when they've presented themselves, and they've defended at times very, very, very well.
So free kick. The thing that got me with regards to the substitution, it just adds a little bit more time to the game. So I wonder why you make that particular sub. It's one that's always perplexed me. Here's Savage trying to create. Pushing forward, Liz Savage. Michaela Foster gets the foot in. Done! Over! First win of the ISPS Handa Premiership season for WaiBop. They've beaten Northern Lights 2-1. The goals came in a cluster, if I'm allowed to use that phrase, in the year 2020. But it has been a really entertaining game, which really opened up after the break. They've hung on. Ricky Herbert have the home side, but you cannot fault the effort and endeavour of the visitors. That was a good game of football.
Yeah, look, a very good game, Nigel, and I think WaiBop has certainly got out of it what they wanted to, and I think they've managed to score goals. They've defended well again, and I think they probably have felt that they should have had one or two more points or three more points on the table to this date. So well done to them. But the northern side, very good going forward. Great second half by them, and I think the introduction of a couple of players certainly made a big difference to what they were doing. But all in all, for me, Mania Elliott, really, Nigel, I thought she was terrific for the WaiBop side today, and certainly Savage for the Northern Lights.
Oh, Savage was outstanding. I think we mentioned Emma Court as well. I think another person that made a real difference for the Lights too. Emma Kete's introduction at half-time, there was just a lot more spring and vim and vigour to the attack with her chasing up front. But ultimately, the final result sees WaiBop with their first win of the ISPS Handa Premiership season, one that they have felt has been coming for a wee while, and they finally get it. In the sunshine, we finish at John Kirkhoff Park in Cambridge, having started in the rain. On behalf of the Stream Shop, Sky Sport Next, and co-commentator Ricky Herbert, this is Nigel Yolden wishing you a very good afternoon.